So of course, they ended up having to cancel it for the day because I scheduled it for the week that the kids were going to be on spring break, so I wouldn't have to go back and forth. So of course they canceled it because my iron is low, of course. So mind you, during the conversation with Tasha, I'm telling her I'm going to the gym now or whatever. So she was like, oh, can she start coming with me? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, we can start going. But I started noticing when she would come with me, for the first time when she started coming with me, um, it was like, I don't know, she was like waiting for somebody to come talk to her. Like, you know how somebody was like they would just position themselves every time a guy would walk past them or something like that. It was like that's what she was doing. I guess because on the drive there, she was saying how Dre is starting to throw the word divorce, and every time they get into arguments and whatever, he would sleep on the couch, and he would say that he be thinking like she be out trying to sleep with other guys and stuff like that. And in my head, I'm like, that's, you can't tell these people nothing. I'm like, that to me sounds like somebody who already cheating. Like he's cheating with somebody, because if he's constantly telling you like he wants a divorce, he wants to leave you, there's something not right with that. And then so I asked her, I'm like, are you the first? Because y'all say he hang around a whole bunch of white women, white girls and rednecks and stuff like that. So I was like, has he ever dated a black girl before you? She was like, no, she's the first. Not that I'm saying anything is like, because everybody's first experience, like, yeah, because he ended up having kids with her and they got a house together. But something still wasn't right in that marriage to me. It was like, yeah, y'all don't move like a married couple. Yeah, y'all do it online. But when I see y'all like on person, like, cause we used to follow each other, like before I shut my original Facebook down, like you would think like they was head over heels, but if anybody really follows her in real life, go to that video where he proposes to her. Go to that video where he proposes to her, because even her reaction seemed very like put on. I'm telling y'all, like, cause the way he did it was like, who I would. That's no weird. But I was like, yeah. And then she goes to tell me, she was like, he's constantly accusing me of the cheating thing because of the whole pastor situation. But he be going out to work and cutting people's lawns and stuff like that, and I don't be knowing what he be doing. And I was like, that's true. You really don't know what he be doing, because I mean, I've been with the second person. I said he was a great cheater. Like I seen the signs, but I just didn't. He made it seem like I was the only one for so long. Like I never really questioned it. So I had a great cheater. It was just because I kept looking for stuff and then I kept finding it, and then eventually God just kept showing me. Like, but that's here no there. But you really don't know what your significant other is doing because they're not around you 24 hours. And then that's when she brought up the whole camera situation. She was like, but he watches me all the time. The cameras are everywhere. Like, I don't get no privacy. That's when I knew. I was like, yeah, something is not right. This is why I know, like, y'all keep probably gonna think like how would he be able to do certain things if there's cameras everywhere? Y'all also got to remember he's the one that installed them. He's the one that can control them. So he can go back and delete stuff. He can go back and erase stuff. Now here's what really sent my antennas up. 2-3 days later, like it is spring break this time, because I ended up taking off and everything like that. I ended up taking off, but then I was like, I ended up pulling my vacation because there was no point of taking those days off if I'm not getting the surgery. Tasha calls me. Mind you, they got cameras everywhere. And she tells me how that whole block ended up getting broken into. And just like mine, when I first moved the year before, that kept happening in my neighborhood, like, but nobody would ever touch my car. It would just be everybody else's car. But mind you, I had a door cam, so a lot of them wouldn't even touch my car. But then it happened in their neighborhood, where there was just a string of robberies where that whole neighborhood ended up getting robbed. But then she was like, yeah, they caught them on the camera, but they were wearing hoodies and gloves and everything. It was like they knew what they were doing. And then she says, all they stole they went through my car. Because like I tell you, they don't lock their doors. So they didn't lock their car doors. And they don't lock their front and back. They don't lock the front door. So she was like, yeah, I found it weird because it was like they knew what they were doing. They had gloves. They was going through my car and Dre's car. And then all they took was my ID and a credit card. They didn't, no, all they took was like some personal information or something. I think it was an ID. I can't be 100% sure, because like when she was telling me, I was like, oh wow, that happened to me like when I first moved over here. But the way she was saying it was like, do I know anything about it? And so I responded like, oh, well, damn, that happened to me too. Like when I first moved over here, damn, that sucks. And I left it at that because I was like, I don't know why it seemed like I would be involved in something like that. But that's how she was making it seem.